Today I'm going to do an update on one of my old videos, 5 things to look for whenever you're looking for a square body to build. And today we're going to do 5 more things to look for that I've come across over the last couple of years building these things. So first things first, one thing I want to talk about is, besides everything from the other video, one of the main ones that I've come across here lately has been cab rockers. Now, I've already redone these. Now, the last one I talked about was cab corners, but cab rockers are a one, and I think I've got them placed in pretty good. They turned out pretty good. But I had to do both. And they're not hard. It's just there's a lot to it. But when you're coming up on them, check for those rockers, okay? And if you guys watched my other video, I got 2 doors that don't have speaker holes in them. Yay. Go along with that. The next one is wing windows. Wing windows are a kind of weird little thing, okay? So it's either feast or famine, okay? I would say out of the trucks that I've brung in and the swapping I've done, I probably get 1 good wing window out of 4 doors. 1 decent one, you know, one that doesn't really need anything replaced on it. One that shuts and opens, and one that seals up, and one doesn't whistle, you know. This one's got wing window 2. That one's going on the other side. But it's something you got to look for because they aren't cheap. I mean, they're a couple $100 plus shipping from LMC truck. Now, they'll be brand new and you can swap them out, but you're going to spend some money if you have to get some wing windows. And there's little tips and tricks you can do to tighten them up, you know, give them a little smack with a hammer here or there. And you make sure you keep them oiled so that they work good and they don't bind and they don't break. But wing windows, that's a bad one. That one happened a lot. Another thing is leaks. Leaks. Rubber is going to be gone. Gaskets, you know, rear glass seals are going to go bad. Front glass seals are going to go bad. There's going to be runs and drips. There's going to be everything because these things were built back in the day to be a tool. They weren't designed to be hot rods. Now, they make great hot rods, but they were designed to be a farm implement. I've said that over and over again. You've heard me say it if you've been watching my videos. These things were tools. They're trucks. They're, you know, I hate to say it like this, but they're built Chevy truck. They're built Chevy tough, okay? They got great frames, and they don't give, and they got good suspension on them, especially the 73 to the 80 models. They're tough. Now, the 81s, 86, 87, they started turning them into passenger cars at that time. They got real popular, so they took weight off of here and weight off of there, and they take it off places I don't agree with, but that's an 80 model, so it's tough. And all the front suspension is rock solid. Okay, so, but yeah, the other one is because these are 50 years old, you are going to have a hard time finding a good bumper, front or rear, because again, they made them tough, and tough is ugly. They're not pretty. Okay, the newer stuff, the 81s through the 87s, they're a little prettier. They're pretty snazzy. Front ends look, you know, the flat nose front ends, I like those. They're pretty good. But with the single headlight, solid bumper, you're going to have, it's going to be something. If you crawl up on one and it's got a pretty drop back bumper, one of them big chrome ones, you know, the diamond shape, the triangle shaped ones, you know, with the black spot in the center, all chrome. If you can find one of those that's unmolested, grab it because they're becoming few and far between. Front bumper, same thing. I mean, they're 50 years old. I'll say it over and again. These things are old, and finding decent ones, that's hard sometimes, okay? So, bumpers, pay attention. If you find one that's got good ones on it, and it's cheap, and it's got all the rest of the parts you're looking for, there you go. And this is last but not least. This is the problem that all of us have with these old trucks, is that most of the time, 9 times out of 10, what you come driving up on looking for, you find on Marketplace or whatever it is, it's not going to have a title. get a bill of sale. Whoever you buy it from, get a bill of sale. Now, I'm lucky enough in Oklahoma here. I found what's it called, a title service. Okay. In Oklahoma, we call it a Title 42, which means if you've owned it, if you bought and paid for it and you got a receipt and you got bill of sale, if you've owned it for over a year and it's been sitting on your place, you can file for a Title 42 replacement title for ownership. Okay. As long as you can prove who you bought it from. And, the service that I'm using currently on a vehicle is, their name is Falcon Title Services. They're out of Tulsa. I don't know if they handle any other state but Oklahoma, but they do Oklahoma Title 42s. Now it's a service. You can do it yourself. You can go down to the DMV and you can get the paperwork to do a Title 42. It's like a mechanics lien, like mechanics for years and years and years. They would have something that they were owed money on sitting in their lot, and the person never come back and pick up their car, or the person passed or whatever. They're owed services for it. That was what Title 42 is basically meant to do. Now, because I do have this YouTube channel as a business and Uncle Buck's Garage as a business, then I qualify for that service. But it doesn't mean you have to do that. It means you can. If you have one that it was willed to you, something your grandfather gave you, something that's been in the family for years and years and years, hadn't had a title on, look it up. I mean, I found these guys on Facebook. And I had a buddy. You know how that goes. Anyways, no, I've met him several times. But he moved from Washington State to Oklahoma, retired, and he had all these 30s and 40s sedans that he had hauled in from Washington State. And they went 5 for 5. 5 for 5. He paid them their dues. And 3 months later, he had titles on all of them. And they've been sitting on his property out in Washington for decades. Okay. So it's a doable. All right. Now, like I said, the service that I'm using, I don't know if they do any other state in Oklahoma. I know they can track and find out where the vehicle came from, what state it came from, but they deal in just getting you an Oklahoma title. But I'm positive that doesn't matter what state of the union you live in, there's some kind of legal services that will do this for you if need be. If you've got something you truly, truly, truly want to keep, an heirloom, a family, something is something worth thinking of and checking out. All right. But that's my new 5 more things to look for when you're buying an old project square body. Or, any C10 out there. They all have the same problems. All right. So if you're still here, like, share, and subscribe, smash that button, hit that bell, tell your friends. Yep, she's coming together. I think I'll have her, well, it's running right now, but I think I'll have it on the road within a month. But I'll be making videos about that too. So y'all have a great day. It's a great day today. I mean, even better day tomorrow. Y'all be good.